Advantage, Toronto. The new-look Raptors bested the Celtics in Game 2 of the NBA season, taking the first of what should be 4 stellar matchups, 113-101. Welcome in, everybody, to the Boston Celtics Newsfeed's post-game recap brought to you by Simple Contacts. Reporting from Boston, Massachusetts, I'm Mike Walsh for CLNS Media, the leading online provider of audio-video coverage for the NBA's winningest franchise. Well, Kawhi Leonard is going to get that MVP buzz this season in Toronto. He wasn't the only prize of an offseason trade with the San Antonio Spurs. The Raptors also got a pretty darn good two-guard to help replace DeMar DeRozan, and Danny Green may have just keyed an important early-season takedown of the Eastern Conference and Atlantic Division rival Celtics. Green had 14 points and a plus 25 rating in 32 minutes Friday night, hitting 4 threes, some of which were huge game-altering shots. Green's running tray with 6 minutes left in the third drew Toronto even with Boston at 69-69. He hit another one 2 minutes later to put the Raptors ahead 74-72. Toronto, which trailed 25-18 after one quarter, led 82-79 after 3. A Gordon Hayward and one early in the fourth brought Boston back to an all-square 84-84, and the Jaylen Brown three scooted the C's back in the lead for a brief moment. But it was back-to-back back-breaking triples by Green and Kyle Lowry with about 2 minutes remaining that keyed a late 10-0 run to decide the contest. After Al Horford drew the Celtics within 101-99, Toronto scored the next 10 points unanswered, peaking on a Serge Ibaka dunk with 30 seconds left that all but sealed the win. Per Horford in his post-game comments, quote, "It's good to come out and compete, and this type of game was a little more intense than you typically get in October," end quote. Of course, Kawhi was no slouch himself in this one, pouring in 31 points and grabbing 10 rebounds. 2 games into his stay in Canada, he's got 2 double-doubles. Serge Ibaka added 21 points, while the Raptors shot 46.7% from the field and hit on 13 of 35 threes. For Boston, it was a bounce-back night for Kyrie Irving, who looked poor in the opener, but had 21 points on 10 of 20 shooting in 36 minutes Friday night. He did, however, sport a minus 16 rating. All of the Celtics that played had minus ratings except for Jaylen Brown, who was even in 24 minutes. Jason Tatum had 16 points, while Al Horford posted 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. Gordon Hayward was again restricted to 24 minutes. Brad Stevens went with a strict 9-man rotation, which struggled offensively to the tune of 40.4% shooting. Luckily for the Celtics, though, there's not much time to dwell on this one. They've got a quick turnaround for a 7:30 p.m. game Saturday night at Madison Square Garden against the New York Knicks. I want to remind you guys that tonight's recap is sponsored by Simple Contacts, the most convenient and inexpensive way to renew your prescription and reorder your brand of contact lenses. Head to simplecontacts.com and use the code CelticsBeat to get $30 off your first order. Toronto and Boston will meet 3 more times this season, all on national television. The next date is November 16th back in Boston. Keep it tuned to CLNSmedia.com and at Celtics CLNS on Twitter for the latest on tomorrow's contest. For the CLNS Media Network, this has been Mike Walsh.